What has made my work easier is this thin veneer, this narrative that we are post-racial that was so hard to push through during the Obama years is gone. I mean, nobody's arguing anymore that we're post-racial. Nobody's arguing that, racism is not an issue. And there is a kind of shock and urgency, I think, from well-meaning white people, a kind of, oh my God, help us. And so I'm finding more receptivity, even with a backdrop of increased threat of violence. Librarians play such a critical role, and I'm so thrilled and honored to be in front of a room full of librarians today. The number one question I get from white people after I give a talk is, okay, now what do I do? And I have some responses and some guidance, but first I want to offer them a challenge, which is, why don't you know? It's 2019. How have you managed not to know what to do about racism? People of color have been telling us forever, and the information is everywhere. And then I say, if you took out a piece of paper and started to write down why you don't know what to do, you'd have your map. And nothing on it would be easy. But probably the first thing on that list would be, I wasn't educated. And librarians play a critical role in educating the public and doing that in an accessible way. Now that means librarians also have to educate themselves. You are not outside of any of the dynamics we're talking about, but as you kind of expand your awareness, you're going to promote the work that will expand other people's awareness. And so fundamentally, racism is a white problem, and white people have to take up with one another. We have to break white solidarity and white silence. It cannot be the only voice we listen to, but it is the voice that's consistently off the table. I often use the example of women gaining suffrage, and let's be honest, in 1920, white women got access to suffrage. Nonetheless, who gave it to us? I mean, how else could we have gotten our civil rights if men as a group didn't grant it to us? They held legal authority and institutional control. They still do as a group overall. And white people also hold legal authority and institutional control around race. And so if we don't see it as our problem, it is not going to change. And that's why it's critical that as a white person, I speak to it.